Good day all of you. Welcome to our session. Welcome to our channel Intelligible Tutorials. In this today's session now I want to give the clear information of tar command and zip command. What is the usage of this tar command and zip command in our Linux operating systems? Okay, so in the Linux operating system normally this tar command is used to create the archive files. That means one form of the compression like files. Okay, so Windows operating system also there is some file properties are there hidden, archive and like that. So the file will be archived and the file will be hidden and the file will be archived in the Windows operating system. Likewise, the Linux operating system supports a phenomena to create one kind of archive file, how to archive a file. For that it provides you a command called tar command. The tar command full form is tape archive. Okay, so it is used to create the archive files. How it creates the archive files now using the tar command now we are going to see. Okay, so now see tar command stands for tape archive. Okay, it stands for tape archive, and for archiving the files normally we can use this particular tar command. Okay, so the options are there and usage is also there for this tar command. Now we are going to see. See, the first option is -c. It is used to create a archive file, and the next one is -x. It is used to extract the data, extract the files from the archive file. Okay, and next -f. You can create a archive file with the file name. In the previous case, you didn't create a file, but with the name is not mentioned. But -f. You can create the specified name whatever you want, the archive file. Okay, and the next one is -t. -t is used to list all the files, whatever files are there in the compressed archive file. So all the files will be listed by using the -t command. So like that these options can be used here like -c, -x, -f and -t. These are the important options you can remember. Multiple options are there for each and every command, but we will extract only few options which are considering as the important options. So these four options are considering as the important. So please go through these four types of the options. Now, how to use this particular tar command? How to implement it at our $prompt? Okay. So example one, $tar -cvf file name. Whatever file name you want to give, that file name you can give here. So create, what is the result of this command? It create all the files as archive in a current directory. Means whatever files are there in the current directory, it creates all the files as one archive file. Okay, and one more example is also there. $prompt you can give tar -xvf file name. See here it is cvf. C is what? Create archive. Okay, XVF. X means what? Extracts from the archive file. You are extracting the files from the archive file. So -xvf file name. It extracts all the files from the archive files. Okay. So likewise, this particular tar command is going to be used. Okay. So in the next we are going to see the zip command. What is the purpose of the zip command? How it is going to work. Okay. So keep watching. Hi, and now see the importance of the zip command. What is the purpose of the zip command? How we can use this zip command? Now we are going to see. Actually, zip command is used for compression. Okay, so compression means reduce the size of that particular file. Okay, so the only one command that is used to reduce the size of the file for compression technique is in the Linux operating system is nothing but this zip command. Okay, so it is most widely used the file packing utility. It is also called as the file packing utility. That means we are packing, we are reducing the size. Okay, so that's what for that purpose it is used. And one more thing, it can reduce the size of the file up to 2:1 and 3:1. That means the size of the two files comes to under one file size, and size of the three files will come to under one file size. Like that ratio. That means two files, how much memory they occupy after compression, it occupies the size only of the one file memory. Okay, so three files, how much memory they occupy after applying this command after compression, it occupies the size of only one file. So you see how effectively it will work, how reduces the memory, how it is saving the memory. Okay, this particular file, how it works efficiently. And next, we can send zip files on the servers also. This command is used to send the data whatever we want through the servers also. And the uses of this particular zip command is given as, see, zip myfile.zip a.txt. You are compressing a.txt file, one file, in the form of myfile.zip. Okay, so this is a compression file and this is the original file. Okay, so whenever you can see in the properties, you can see the size of the file also, how much it is compressed. And whenever you want to unzip that, unzip myfile.zip, simply press enter, this will be unzipped. Okay, so likewise the zip command can be used to compress the file, whereas tar command is used to take archive. For archiving and compressions, these two files are most widely used in our Linux operating system. Whereas in the tar command can have specific number of the options are there, and this is the way of using the zip command. These are most widely used commands in the Linux operating system for archiving the files and as well as for compression of the files. For more videos of this Linux operating system, so please keep on watching my channel Intelligible Tutorials and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.